Hi, we're delighted to be here at Sligo Rovers. We're in one of the clubhouse spaces here, and I'm joined by Conor O'Grady, who's the head of the academy. So we're here today because we're very delighted and proud to, we're going to sponsor one of the ladies' football team, which is something that you can do, and you'll learn a little bit more about that as me and Conor have a chat. So Conor, you were talking to us a little earlier on about how the whole situation came around with the women's teams. Can you tell us a bit more how it all came about?
Yeah, I suppose, look, we've had an under-17 team for a few years, and obviously last year was our first year to have an under-19 women's team. And I suppose what's gone on after that, we had nothing for the girls after that, and girls were going playing with Athlone and Galway, and some girls we were losing to soccer, they were going back playing probably Gaelic or rugby or whatever, because there was no senior team there for them. And I suppose we sat down as a group, as a committee, and spoke to different people, and we felt we needed a senior team ASAP, to give the girls the opportunities in the area that they have in Athlone and Galway. And we just felt it was so many talented players, and just to be for a club of our size, I felt it was important that we had a team. And no, as I said on countless occasions, no girl from Sligo should have to leave Sligo to play soccer. So that was really it. It was as simple as that. It wasn't as simple as that to get it to get it
up and running, I'm sure. But there seems to be a great buzz, even from just watching from afar with the papers, and big crowds coming to matches. First win last weekend, and your home match this weekend as well. So there seems to be a great support and following, and a real genuine delight that this has happened. Yeah,
well, I think it's a big thing. A lot of people have done a lot of work over the years in regards to women's football. The things we did over the last few weeks, it was the people behind the scenes for the last probably 15, 20 years that have been keeping female football going in the area, and we wanted to go from strength to strength. As you said, they had their first win after two really tough games, and we were actually really delighted with the first
performances.
We were delighted, because it's we have to be real to where we've come from. Steve put a great team together in a short period of time, and got a good squad together. They have a good spirit, good team spirit there. We went to try and get the record on the first game, and we fell. I think it was 62 short or something like that.
So not bad, all the same for the first.
But it was
game.
Still 945. It was a great crowd, and we'd be hoping to get something similar on Saturday and keep that support there for the girls, because they deserve it. I think, look, as I said, it's going to take a couple of years to build this, but I think that we will surprise a few teams, because we have a lot of really good players, and Steve and the backroom team are doing great work with them. But so far so good. And again, I go back to these girls now coming in at 15, 16, 17 have the same pathway as the lads, and they have the same chances as the lads have. And look, all the girls no more than the lads when they come in want to play for the first team now, so it's really positive for the club and for girls football in the area.
It's another another day out or a night out or whatever for all ages, families, everything. So I mean, it's great. There's a second senior team here now as well.
Well, I think the whole men's game it's become a real family occasion as well. When I would have come here 20 years ago or 30 years ago as a kid, it was mainly probably males in the ground. That was the majority. Now you come, and it's a real family night out, and I'm sure the ladies games will be the exact same. You'll have young kids, and it's great to see so many girls teams looking to get involved, coming in as ball girls or whatever, as mascots or whatever else, and wanting to come and watch and they're your future players or future supporters. So so far so good. Anyway, Brendan,
it crosses over men's and ladies backing over it. Everyone's benefits.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's all been good. Steve obviously probably would have been involved with the male game for all of his life, and it's good experience for him, and it's good for the girls to have someone of his calibre coaching them. And then obviously again, I suppose a lot of people in this area haven't been exposed to senior female football. Maybe the supporters who come in and support the men every Saturday night, a lot of them came and watched the girls that day, and a lot of them were impressed, and hopefully a lot of them will come back as well.
Very good. And I mean, your role, how long are you in the role now as academy?
Since January last year, so I kind of started just in the middle of COVID.
So you're in charge of all the whole youth setup here, whether it's male, female.
So my remit would be 14s, 15s, 17s, 19s boys, and then 17s, 19s girls. Now obviously was involved in the setup with the women's stuff and all that, and Steve and all that, but I have no real involvement in that.
That's management coaching as such. Yeah, you were kind of before Steve, the guy.
Well, we were trying to get a manager, and look, we were ringing players before. I was trying to get players in and stuff like that, and seeing who was around, and then obviously we got Steve in, and I handed him the list, to be honest. Handed it over to him, but no. Yeah, so look, that'd be my remit mainly is the academy thing. But your main objective still, obviously, you want to give everyone a good experience coming in, and try and improve them and make them better and make them better people leaving here, because they're all not going to make it. Even all the girls are not going to make it onto the senior team. All the young lads aren't going to make it onto the first team. So I suppose that's the hard part of it, but at least that pathway is there, as I said.
Yeah, it seems a real professional setup. I mean, as I said, even introducing your role, I mean, is really rising the club year on year. And I mean, there's development happening here soon as well, so it seems to be always on the upward curve.
Well, we've got great people behind the scenes, and that's I think that's the important thing. People that want to progress the club, and as you said, my role, you know, me being appointed in this role, and this role even coming on stream was a huge step. I think there's only 4 or 5 of us in the country in a full-time capacity. Okay. So I think that will grow. I think everything is improving around the league, and I think that's, you know, one of the great things. Also, as you said about development, that's going to be a huge thing for us as our academy, because we obviously need more space and the ground. I think facilities, you know, people, as we were speaking about earlier about the whole family occasion, if facilities are better too, you know,
it's lovely space, and
you get more families.
It's a lovely stadium to be in, and you can, you know, if you can find your quiet zone, if your kids need that or whatever age, so it's just a space for everyone. Like, have your popular shop, no doubt, is everything. So when the kids come up, there's the chips, there's the good old traditional
coffee cart now has been a new introduction this year, which is you know, very popular so far. So it's
only a walk away from a lot of people that live in the town kind of area as well. So you don't have to be worrying about driving and parking and all that as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's plenty of parking when you do come as well.
There is,
so the new road as well gets you out. You know, there's different things.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
And I mean, as I said, we've seen the opportunity to sponsor a player ourselves here at the Sligo show. So there's a wide range of sponsorships people can do. You know, whether they only want to, if they can only afford a small amount, or if they want to be a bigger sponsor. So can you give us a little bit of a brief of what's available, kind of?
Yeah, well, as you said, you have the player sponsor, which thanks very much for doing that.
It's nice to see the team coming through.
Yeah, and you know, you can sponsor a player, you can sponsor a match ball on the day of a match. Yeah. You match sponsor. We have our 500 club, which you can join as well, which is you know, very popular. You can
the lotto, obviously. You've a fiver envelope, lucky envelope, or a mystery envelope.
That's the trust. This is the Cadmore, and they're doing that. So the trust do.
Okay, so there's lots of little things.
Like even this trust now as well. They put on their. This is a shop on match day. And all that money goes back into the club, which is, you know,
right, so there's multiple ways. And if some of your academy ones in as well, you're looking for some jersey sponsors.
Yeah, our under 17 girls have no sponsor at the moment, so we'd be looking for a sponsor for our under 17 girls. We've had very lucky with sponsors over the years. You know, so there's multiple ways. We've had people even offer to pay for a bus for an away game or stuff like that. Right, you know, it could be something as simple as that. It's not as simple, but
I know. But there's a wide range of ways you can help the club. Like so whether it's a fiver right up to, could be 5,000-10,000 or whatever.
Frank does great work with the lotto up there as well, and I suppose they were really hit with COVID. They had, you know, so you know, that's back up and running, and you know, if people can get behind that, it's great. We have season tickets as well. Obviously, that helps the club greatly.
And I think one thing you do, and I've seen it for a lot of businesses in town that maybe go, well, I can't afford 500 to 1,000. You can buy a book of tickets or something for the season, and it's not awful dear, but they're great as a prize then on social media or for some of your customers. I think that's a great one for a business to buy. So Colin Feely, he's the man to get in touch with.
Colin is get in touch with anyone. We'll put you in the right direction if wherever you need to go. Would it be great to get a sponsor for our girls under 17 team, who again have had a brilliant start, beat Peamount, who would be one of the top teams in the country, and Sligo Rovers last week, and it'd be nice to get them a sponsor going forward.
Very good. Well, I know you have to rush off down the country again, more scouting probably, or more meetings. And listen, thanks for joining us here. And as I said, anyone checking out, just go to sligorovers.com and all the contact details are there.
Thanks, Brendan.
Lovely. Thanks a million, Conor.